Special thank you to JHS Racing, RNG Racing and Austin Racing, co-sponsors of this Trackday racing series as part of the Good, the Mad and the Bubbly show for Which Bike. Make sure you subscribe and follow us on social media channels to keep in touch with what should be a really good laugh. It'll be me honing my skills, trying to get as good as Bikke, who's a Trackday guru, and all about the bike, the setting up of, and it's eventually going to lead to us having a race. It's going to take all over next year, probably the year into that, and it's something to look forward to. So the first thing we did as part of this Trackday racing series was to acquire a superbike that was going to be good on the track. A couple of things that you think about is budget. You can get a good bike, 3 to 5 grand second hand, not so worry about damaging it or sliding it. We went the other route, and together we got a Honda Fireblade CBR 1000RR SP2, which is the highest of the lot, and it's got some really trick suspension, loads of tech which will help me out because I'm a bit of a newbie. So once we got that, we decided, look, we really don't want to damage the fairing and bodywork on that bike. You wouldn't believe how much it costs. So we decided fairly quickly to get some race plastics. So we had a good look around, and the consensus of opinion was that the best in the game was JHS Racing. Who've got superb experience, not in just these race plastics, but engineering a bike for the track or for normal road riding to the best of the bike's ability. They do also do MOTs, and they've got a cracking amount of other services, including a really good dyno. So it's in Bristol. If you're anywhere near it whatsoever, I know I'm not, but I still made that journey. Get down there. Give me a ring first, speak to the guys. They are an abundance of knowledge. So I'd like to start by showing you a reminder of how the bike looked, and then we'll move on to the plastics themselves and how the bike looks at the end. You might be surprised. I've only bought a bloody blade, haven't I? All the things I've been saying about being careful with a sports bike. Anyway, it's for the track. Seriously, it's going to run it in carefully in the lowest mode, and it's going to go on the track. It's going to look nothing like this by the time we finished with it, but my God, what a sexy bike it is. Hi all, whichbike.com here. Now, as part of our Trackday racing series, as you know, we've bought the Fireblade SP2, which is going to go on the track. Bikke's obviously an exponent on the track. Myself and D are a bit rubbish. One of our key sponsors is JHS Racing in Keynsham in Bristol, and I'm with James, the proprietor. A bit of old hand in the trade, well known, great reputation, and he's kindly sponsoring us with some fantastic fairing kit to use on the track, not wishing to damage our precious and very expensive Honda. Right, James, tell us all about your business.
JHS Racing, you know, it's well documented that we've been in the trade for a long time. We do a lot of performance tuning, tyres, servicing, MOTs, you know, more run-of-the-mill stuff as well. You know, but we do some exotic stuff. We don't just work on, you know, normal Honda, Yamaha, Suzuki, Kawasaki stuff. We do the MVs, Ducatis, and so forth. Do a lot of race tuning, run race teams, and so forth. Taking a step back from that at the moment to concentrate on some development stuff. But you know, what you guys are doing looks interesting. We want to get involved a little bit more in that side of things.
Yeah,
hopefully help you and get you moving forward.
Yeah, I think because obviously anybody who's got a bike in the area, anywhere locally, can come to you and they're only going to get a trusted service in anything they do. But also, of course, in our particular case of Which Bike, we're taking a bike and a couple of riders or complete novices and watching their journey throughout. But also the journeys of the bike itself.
Yeah, it's a transition from a road bike to a track stroke race bike, and what's involved in turning that in from one to the other.
Yeah, brilliant. This particular feature is going to be about putting the fairing on, and this is where it all starts. You've got it together, so it's in the 4 pieces. So can you tell us what it's made out of and the benefits of it, and also just a quick tip on how you fit the bloody thing?
Yeah, that's straightforward. We use a 2-piece fairing kit. We offer a 2-piece kit for the Fireblade.
Right.
This particular SP model. It's not many people offer a kit for it because it never really sold in big numbers, but it's a bloody good bike.
Right.
Okay, so we put together for you a 2-piece fairing kit, which is an upper fairing, which is this portion,
Okay.
and the lower fairing, which is this portion.
Right, yep, gotcha.
So this is the two pieces.
Excellent.
Got a tank cover.
Yeah, fantastic.
Protect the tank.
Yeah.
Because the tank's quite expensive, and the Honda one has a tank cover, and you want to paint it.
Yes, that's right.
And so forth. So a race seat unit. Now there's a couple of options on seat units. We've just decided to go with the super stock seat unit, and we put one of our seat pads with it, because then you've got that whole racy look as one unit. Right?
No, it's good.
You know, we can provide this. We use original seat pad,
Yeah.
but this goes on. This is held together with deuce fasteners, and this will all go on with your original mountings and air tubes.
All right, that's fantastic. I mean, Bikke would be pleased to hear that, because he's the poor git who's going to have to fit it all.
This particular kit, it's not chop weave. It's nice fiberglass. With
It looks really nice. It's beautifully finished.
Lovely gel. The gel cut on it. The mould is polished. So when we pull that out with the gel cut gives a lovely sheen to it. It looks beautiful.
Yeah.
It doesn't chip off. We've reinforced the mountings with a Kevlar material. So when you drill into it for your mountings don't chip it out or anything like that. So you've got deuce fastener kit we've put with it, which you can just rivet into it, and away you go.
Well, there you go. So, watching this, looking for a race fairing, give James a call at JHS Racing. It's jhsracing.co.uk.
Just
Speak to James about your fairings, and he'll give you good advice. And I can tell you right now, they're top quality kit. I mean, how much typically do they cost? What's the range for superbikes from 600s up to litres?
If you said as a fairing kit, this particular kit, the upper and a lower fairing, a seat and a tank cover. Normally you wouldn't have a tank cover as a rule of thumb, because bikes don't particularly need it, but the Honda uses a tank cover as standard.
Yeah.
This particular kit, we would sell this kit at 425 quid.
Okie dokie, yeah, brilliant. So there you go. But at the end of the day, that's much cheaper. Should you drop the bike, than trying to replace your whole livery and fantastic bodywork on, especially on a brand new bike. So it always makes sense to have a racing kit. And plus, you can paint it to your heart's desire. We look forward to that. Okay, that's brilliant, James. So what we'll do is we'll leave that feature here now, but I look forward to coming down again when it's all painted up.
It's all fitted up
Properly.
properly.
I'm going to be well excited. And then, yeah, we can run it on the dyno. Right, many thanks. Appreciate that.
Thank you.
Look forward to working with you. Hi all, Aid from Which Bike here. Here it is. Not its kind of complete final, guys, but this is now with the JHS Racing Race Plastics. So this is the Honda CBR 1000 RR Fireblade SP2 with the race plastics on. Now they're ready for a livery. So my question to you guys is, what should I do with it? Now, the quality of these race plastics is so good, and the gloss white is really nice. It's such a nice shape to it that you almost don't want to touch it. I could actually just put some Which Bike stickers on, and I'll have to do that for now because I've been let down by a couple of livery companies I was trying to do an agreement with. So I need to find a livery company to fulfill my expectations. I want something good. I put a couple of examples up on the screen of what I'd kind of like to achieve. Make it slightly different, perhaps still guessable as a Honda, perhaps an older Honda retro kind of livery, but I don't mind going a bit mad. You know, I quite fancy kind of dark black or carbon and chrome kind of mix. I mean, I love the Norton look, but I wouldn't know whether to go full carbon, full chrome or whatever. However, chrome wrap is expensive. And I'm saying wraps because they're a little bit more flexible rather than paint, because you can take them off and change, because everything changes in life. So I don't know what to do. So what do you reckon, guys? So which way shall I go? I'll give you a little walk around of the bike and you can see just how good this stuff is. Why it's almost too good to touch. Okay, obviously the one thing that stands out is that it's got the original red front fender on, which if I kept it as white, it does look pretty good with some decals. Then I'd probably paint that white to match it so it all kind of fits in. Or I can use that red and put a little bit of a red streak along the bike. I don't know, but it's probably best to go all white. This is the front, obviously no lights in race plastics. The stock, the glass went straight on it. So this is a bespoke part for the Fireblade. So any Fireblade you've got, this is the kit you want. They'd advise you on that. So you've got the lower fairing, front fairing, rear part and the tank assembly. So it comes in 4 parts. And all is pretty good. And it must be quite a surprise. There we are, JHS Racing. They supplied that as well. It's very nice of them. It's surprising how comfortable it is riding this bike. I think because it's so firm you feel what's going on, but the suspension on this bike obviously the electronic O-lens is so good, it feels like a normal bike, quite incredible. I mean, I haven't tested it over an hour or more, of course. I tend to do like 20 half an hour blasts on this to kind of keep my edge in. So there it is in its entirety. So the back's interesting. You can do some, the back's interesting, you can do some different work and coloration schemes on this one. And at the back, you see there, it looks really kind of svelte, doesn't it? You can imagine like a sticker there, like F off, or keep your distance, or don't hit me, or new rider, or little L, little red L. Excellent. Actually, while I get away with that, actually might be illegal for them. So there you go. So yeah, give them a call. JHS Racing, superb job. They fit like a glove. There's no rattling, no noises, and it gives a bit of meaningful purpose to the bike, doesn't it? So that's that step of our Trackday Racing series over. Next step, I say, is put some decals or livery on it, like a wrap. And then I'm going to do a one-to-one coach session on a track. And we've got track days culminating in a race. So it's going to take probably all over 2020. Lots of action, lots of track setup, bike setup, tips and tricks, especially from Bikke, not me because I'm useless. I'll go from there. Thank you for listening. Remember to like and subscribe and comment to take part. Keep in touch with what's going on with this bike and how it develops. Aid out. Ride safe.